A man from West Michigan with ALS helping to find a cure.
He's battling the disease on the front lines. Fox 17's Matt Kaczynski joins us now with his story.
Guys, most ALS patients live just 2 to 5 years after being diagnosed, but Eric Fox from Jenison refusing to give up. Instead, he's trying to bring hope to others suffering from the disease. His story in tonight's Pulse Report.
Is that mine? Thank you.
For Eric Fox, life hasn't always looked like this.
Yeah, I used to love to play hockey, softball in church leagues.
But you won't see Eric slapping a puck or hitting a softball anymore.
At that point, I knew my life was going to change, as I knew it.
September of 2004, his life changed dramatically. That's when Eric tried to button his shirt before church, but couldn't. His right hand fell numb. 3 years later, Eric was diagnosed with the life-threatening disease, ALS.
I had to evaluate what my kids are going to grow up. Are they going to grow up without a father? Is my wife not going to have a husband? And those are the hardest things, I think.
Eric now relies on his family more than ever in ways he never thought he would.
Brushing your teeth, going to the bathroom, shaving, showering, getting dressed, eating even. It's getting more difficult.
ALS is a devastating disease with no known cause or cure. But recent studies do show a link between military service and having a greater risk of developing ALS. Eric is a veteran of the First Gulf War. He was chosen to speak before Congress next month. He's hoping his story and his service to this country will help in finding a cure.
We need to join together and to fight this disease at the beginning, right where it starts. We don't know what causes it, and we need their help.
For now, Eric and his family continue to struggle through the day-to-day battles. With no cure, the future seems bleak. But in the midst of it all, Eric and Lori find hope in their faith.
We have our down days, we really do, but they're not that often. When we're having a down day, we get on our knees. We just have to go and we pray and we just have to ask God to help us.
ALS weakens the physical body, but Eric's mind remains sharp. Instead of being bitter, he's chosen to make the best out of a tough situation.
We have to choose joy and choose to be happy, not dwell on, the negative part of this disease or be bitter. It doesn't do any good.
Every day is a gift now, so every day is a treasure that we have to spend with each other and to make memories. Good evening. Thank you so much for all of you that are here, spending your time to support my family and I. I also want to send out a special thank you to all my friends and family that have put this whole fundraiser on. It's overwhelming and very humbling to see how much love that you all have for us. When I went down to Mayo Clinic in May of last year and was given the news that I'd have ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, and there was no cure, it was pretty much a numbing feeling and overwhelming to my family. But to all of you that have been there and supported us and loved on us and been praying for us, I want to thank you once again for being here and hope you enjoy the rest of this evening.
Remember me in a Bible cracked and faded by the years. Remember me in a sanctuary filled with silent prayer. remember me. Remember me when the color of a sunset fills the sky. Remember me when you pray and tears of joy fall from your eyes. And age to age and heart to heart, bound by grace and peace. Child of wonder, child of God, I've remembered you. Remember me. Remember me when the children leave their Sunday school with smiles. Remember me when they're old enough to teach, old enough to preach, old enough to leave. And age to age and heart to heart, bound by grace and peace. Child of wonder, child of God, I remembered you. Remember me.
Age to age and heart to heart, child of wonder, child of God.
Remember me.
Age to age and heart to heart, child of wonder, child of God.
Everything changes. A miracle starts with the beat of a heart, and this love will never let you go. There is nothing that could ever cause this love to lose its hold. When love takes you in, everything changes.